Welcome, everybody. This is fall 2021. I just wanted to record a welcome video just to say hello and just to give you an idea of how I'm going to run my semesters in the classes I'm teaching. So this semester in fall 2021, I'm teaching five sections, 4 different classes. And so I'm teaching 2 sections of BTM 311, the introductory technology class. I'm teaching BTM 413, which is system analysis and design. I'm also teaching BTM 417, which is about networks and business telecommunications. And then I'm teaching BTM 418, the e-commerce class. So I just want to talk a little bit about sort of what happened in the past, what we're going to sort of prepare for in the coming week here when we start classes, and then what the rest of the semester will look like. So I guess from a personal opinion and from my experiences, I really felt the remote delivery was a success. I really enjoyed teaching online. I mean, I come from a technology background, so if you haven't met me yet on the first day of class, I will introduce myself and give you a bit of background. But, you know, for this purposes of this video, I am a technology person through and through. I grew up with technology. I'm comfortable with technology. So for me, switching to the remote delivery and putting so much dependence on the technology really was successful for me. You'll learn in my classes, you'll see many ways that technology changes the world and has continued to change the world. And I think we would be in a much different situation if this pandemic had occurred 20 years ago. I don't know what school would look like, but we wouldn't have things like Google Meet to continue learning as we did over the last 18 months. So if technology continues to change the world, I've sort of been giving a lot of thought over the last 18 months about, what does that mean for new ways to teach and learn? And so I'm going to continue thinking about this throughout this semester, throughout the school year, and into the future. We've got to think about new ways to teach and learn. Education, I think, like any industry, has been in for a bit of a shakeup, a change in the status quo. What that means for teachers, what that means for students, I think is something that we've been really thinking about over the 18 months, and I'm going to continue to think about it in the future. I fully embraced the online delivery format of the past school year, and I think I did it pretty successfully. I thought most of my classes, or all of my classes, ran pretty smoothly. I'm going to continue that tradition. So I intend to use many of the online successes I used in the remote world that I learned, and I'm going to bring those to deliver the in-person semester. So all of my classes in the calendar are listed as in person. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to use some of the technologies, if not many of the technologies and ideas that I learned over the last 18 months. So I guess what I can say from this semester is I will be in the classroom. I will be delivering materials in the classroom, but I'm also going to figure out how I can bring a lot of the online tools that we've really come to be comfortable with over the last 18 months into the classroom. And so what that looks like for me is a blending learning environment. I intend to use online delivery methods wherever it's possible. That means when I am in the classroom lecturing, I will deliver those in the classroom. But that will, depend on what happens with the pandemic. So if something happens or no one's in the classroom, everyone's sort of, online because that's, easier for them, then I might make adjustments. So I will begin this semester delivering lectures in person in the classrooms listed in the calendar. But I am going to leave that open to change. We'll see how it goes. We'll make adjustments as the semester goes along. So my in-person lectures will be streamed over Google Meet. So if there is a class, my first class of the school year is my BTM 418 class on Wednesday at 12:30. I will be in the classroom designated in the calendar. I will also have a live meeting streamed over Google Meet that students are welcome to join. There's a link in the e-class. You can look over in the media and online stuff. There's a tab in there, and you will find the link to the Google Meet classroom. So I will start streaming when I walk into the classroom. I will record that meeting. So as I'm giving the lecture, you will see the slides, you will see me on camera, you will hear my voice, I will be recording my lecture, and I will address whoever's in the classroom, and I will record that. And then once the class is done, within the next 24 hours, I'm going to upload that lecture to YouTube. So if you missed something in class, if you were unable to attend for many reasons, if you just prefer online and you want to attend the class online, the lecture will be recorded and will be available for afterwards. Any in-class exercises in any of my classes will be completed online through e-class. That means I won't be handing out paper. I won't be asking you to hand in paper. Everything will be done electronically. With that comes the caveat that you can do it online. You don't necessarily have to be in the classroom to do it. You can be in the classroom. You just need a computer. You need to log into eClass, and you can do your exercise in the classroom. I will generally, for most of my in-class exercises, give a time window in which to complete them. Much like we have an in-person class, so I'm going to have some structure and some rigor around, due dates and those kinds of things. And so, if there's a weekly exercise like there is in Business Technology Management or BTM 311, you will have a weekly exercise. There will be certain windows that you have to complete those. That keeps you sort of structured. That gives you sort of something to think about. So once a week, you will find 3 time periods during that week that you may log into eClass and complete the exercise at any one of those times. And as far as the final exams, I really liked the way the final exams went online, and I'm going to stick with that format as we go through this in-person semester as well. So all of my final exams will be written online, meaning there will be in the format of an e-class quiz. I'm not going to use any proctoring services. They are written in such a way that they're very sort of experiential. So I'm asking you to solve a problem for a business organization based on what you've learned in class. And so I'll have more details as we are shared throughout the semester, but I'm not going to expect you to be in the classroom at a certain date, at a certain time to write an exam. I will generally give you a very generous window. It's usually 24 hours where you can start that exam, and then you will have a time limit to finish it. And so I will give you more details, but I'm not going to run in-person tests. The final exams will be online. They'll be something that you can do either on campus. You can come to campus and you can find a comfortable place. You can even come to the classroom and you could write your exam in the classroom, or you can do it online from your home or another office or another. If you're at a coffee shop or something, depending on where you want to do it. So I'll have more details as we work through the semester. I'll see how the semester unfolds, but I am expecting that my final exams, or any exams, midterms and finals, will be online, written through an eClass quiz type format. So more details to come as we begin the semester here. And then last but not least, I just want to talk a little bit about expectations. So anything that I talk about today, anything, sort of going into the first week of classes are subject to change. I think there's lots of uncertainty around the pandemic. The University of Alberta is sort of monitoring what's going on. I think there's, some concerns about what's going on in some of the provinces across Canada. Alberta may be one of those. So I think we'll sort of have to be prepared for the uncertainty, be prepared for, changes as they arise. I guess one thing I will say, and I will commit to, is I'm going to keep you informed of any changes to delivery in my classes, any changes to, delivery in the School of Business and the University of Alberta as a whole. So my, goal and my first and foremost priority is to make sure you're informed and that you understand, what's required of you to be successful in the semester, regardless of how it progresses over the next 13 or 14 weeks here, over the next 3 or 4 months. This is going to be new to all of us. It's been 18 months since we've been in person. We've learned a lot in that 18 months. We have different expectations. I'm not sure we're entirely out of this pandemic at this point here. And, so we'll see where it goes. So I will keep you informed as much as I can as the semester progresses. So I guess I would say to you as students, be prepared for change, be flexible, be adaptable. And I think that's, good recipe for your career is, just be prepared for changes. Nothing ever stays the same. You are not the same person today as you were even yesterday or 18 months ago. And so we're all going into this new semester, this new school year, after 18 months of this remote learning. And we're trying to figure out what this looks like. So be prepared for changes. But I do encourage you to be a bit flexible and be adaptable. And I guess I'll leave you today with the idea that, or the invitation. If you have any questions or concerns, meet with me. Reach out to me. Come see me in the classrooms, given any guidances that are in place at the university. I'm more than happy to meet you at online. That is one thing I do want to make clear is I am available to meet you remotely online pretty much at any time. That's probably the best way, and the way we're going to have most of our interactions outside the classrooms, I think, is probably online. Hey, it's very convenient. It's easy for me to jump onto a Google Meet at 7:30 at night if you've got a question about an assignment or something like that. I'll sort of try to keep my work-life balance in check here, but I felt it worked really good over the last 18 months in terms of meeting with people. So if you do have any questions or concerns, particularly as the semester starts or as prior to the semester here, please reach out to me. Let me know. I'm going to be learning just like you are, but I definitely have some plans as we go forward. And some of those plans are really to embrace as much of the online, processes that we've learned over the last 18 months. I'm really going to put those into effect here, with the addition of the opportunities to meet in the classroom, to have conversations, for you to meet with your peers and colleagues, to have the university life that is so important and such a big part of your university or post-secondary experience. I think we're all going to be very happy to have those kinds of opportunities. But in terms of classwork, in terms of lecturing, in terms of assignments and those kinds of things, I think there was some really important advances we've made with the use of technology. So I'm going to look at where those come from and how to make use of them in a blended semester. So stay tuned. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the first week here. So, take care of yourselves and enjoy the last few days of summer here. And I will see you on September 1st on campus for the first time in 18 months. I'm looking forward to the semester. Again, welcome to the fall 2021, and I will see you in the classroom. And I'm looking forward to seeing you. Thanks a lot.